Well, next tonight, we all know what happened when Goldilocks snuck into the house of the three bears. But now the fairy tale has been taken into the 21st century with a reimagined versions of the children's classic. It wouldn't be a modern makeover without her owning a smartphone, of course, which in the book she uses to share snaps of her tucking into the bears' porridge and sleeping in their beds. But there is a serious message behind the remake, and I'm delighted to say that St Albans author Jeanne Willis joins me now. Jeanne, thank you so much for coming in to talk to me about this. A modern reworking.
Yes.
Of course, I'm not surprised to see Goldilocks with a smartphone. Tell me more, please.
OK, well, I've already done 2 other titles because I was very concerned about how young children were when they first started to get involved with phones.
OK, yeah.
And I noticed with horror, you can actually get a stand to put on your potty to hold a tablet. Now, these children can swipe.
They're getting younger and younger.
Wipe.
Yeah.
And so I thought, there's a big gap in the market for a book on safety. So I did the first one, Chicken Clicking.
OK.
And that was about stranger danger, really. We did another one about bullying on your phones, and now we've done this one, #Goldilocks, because so many teachers and parents were saying to me, well, oversharing is a real issue. And it just happened to coincide with the fact that Vodafone have just launched a website for parents where they can go and find out the best way to help their children and talk to them about these issues without actually scaring them off the technology that's never going to go away. We need to embrace it.
It's definitely here to stay.
But we need to be safe, so hopefully this book will help.
Well, you talk about oversharing, the problems. I mean, we do hear about it so much now with the kind of stuff that, unfortunately, kids have access to on their phones, and just how much parents can control what they see and what they do. Give me some examples from the book that kind of give advice, if you like, to parents and to the children reading. OK,
well, I think the advice really comes through osmosis, because you're looking at different characters. It's much easier to sit down with your mum or your dad or whoever's looking after you and read a book, and the issues are in there. There's a very naughty little girl here, basically, that everyone's familiar with.
She is very naughty.
Yeah, she is very naughty. And by the time you finish reading the book, it's a very good moment to say, the child, if they've got something on their mind about what they might have done, or for the parents to say is, well, have you ever done anything like Goldilocks and want to talk about it? And if the parent doesn't know what to say, they can go to this website that's just been launched, and there's so much advice there. In fact, I've learned loads already, because I'm very ignorant, and I'm just so glad I've got very small kids.
Well, what have you, what kind of feedback have you had from parents then? Presumably
This one's just come out.
Yes.
But because the feedback from parents was so good, and they said, we really need this, and the teachers were going to schools all the time, we really need this stuff. And so the oversharing thing was a big issue that no one was really talking about. Because you always think that it's teenagers. Well, it's not. They're much younger as well now.
What are teachers saying as well? Have you spoken to any teachers who think this is a great idea as well?
Oh, yeah. So hopefully we will do more.
Yeah, well,
I'm waiting for them. Well, down to my publisher, I suppose. I'm going to wait when I go into schools, because this has just come out. You can get this free, actually, online at the moment if parents want it. Yes. It's for a limited time, but then it will go mass market. Yeah.
But look, it looks great to me. Very, very quick question, though. Do you think that a lot of the old stories, the old fairy tales, need a bit of a modern-day reworking now?
Well, some of them are brilliant on their own, but today, if you tried to publish a grim story, then it wouldn't happen, because they're too frightening.
They're too scary, aren't they?
But, I mean, the reason we used old familiar tales is because everyone could sort of access them, and there's this nostalgic thing going on with the parents, and you can just give it a little twist at the end.
Well, listen, Jeanne, it's a great idea. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing it with me. Thank you.